It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know it. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Whoop, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Now everybody, have you heard? If you're in the game, well, then the stroke's the word. Don't take no rhythm, don't take no style. You got a thirst for killing, grab your vial, yeah. Woo! Put your right hand out, give a firm handshake. Talk to me about that one big break. Spread your ear pollution both far and wide. Keep your contributions by your side. And strong man, stroke man, could be a winner, boy, and move quite well. Strong man, stroke man, strong man, stroke man. You got your number down. Strong man, stroke man. Say you're a winner, man, you're just a sinner now. Put your left foot out, keep it all in place. Work your way right into my face. First you try to bend me, you make my backbone slide. But when you find you bled me, skip on by, keep on. Stroke man, give me the business all night long. Stroke man, stroke man, stroke man. You're so together, boy. Stroke man, say you're a winner, but man, you're just a sinner now. Better listen now. Said it ain't no joke. Let your conscience fail you. Just do the stroke. Don't you take no chances. Keep your eye on top. Do your fancy dances. You can't stop. You just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
mob is set the stage. Big gravy's drawn a page. Gonna launch my own campaign. When it hits, we'll share the champagne. You don't wanna be a bum. Better see you back in Type 1. Don't be a hater. We're indie comic creators. Going our own way. Making comics all night. And streaming all day. Bring you the stories and artwork you crave. Some call it crazy, we say it's brave. Indie comics revolution, brother. Haunted Pizza does it like no other. Haunted Pizza visionaries on the creative attack. Fulfillment time ain't no worry. Gonna get what you back. Week's feast is coming, but Steam is closed. Creative juices are flowing. Hit me with another dose. Don't be a hater. We're indie comic creators. Indie comics revolution, brother. Haunted Pizza does it like no other. Haunted Pizza. Haunted Pizza. Well, let's go.
What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, and this is the Dreadnok Happy Hour. I'm going solo today. Patrick, he's at a convention. I sent him the link in case he wants to pop in while he's manning his booth, but it's just me. It's a rainy Saturday in New Jersey. We got a little bit of non-rain in the morning. I went out and power washed my deck, but yeah, sorry for the late stream. Right before I was about to go live, something popped up. Sean asked if I could take him to the emergency room. He has this thing where his like throat like I don't know, like flames up and he can't talk, or is his tongue like I don't know. He's had this issue before. I've had to take him to the hospital about it several times. So, thoughts and prayers to Sean, but I'm sure he's going to be okay. Today we're talking all things Sergeant Slaughter. But first, let's say hello to the chat. First in the chat, as always, we got our guy Ice Pick Mark Penguin. He says, I'm at Three Rivers Comic Con in Pittsburgh, so I'll have to catch the replay tonight, but I'm still dropping links because that's #1 mod behavior. That's right, man. Oh, looking forward to seeing what you got at the convention, Mark. Have fun. He also says Gungoth finally launches this Friday the 13th. 13 covers. Go sign up on Indiegogo. Hashtag she is the hot topic. And then 1 week after that, Riot Press's AMNX Action Figures launch at JoeFest in Georgia. Got my Airbnb booked. Chase is going with me. It's going to be a fun time. Hashtag Yo Joe. TMC equals special missions. Yeah, I was, getting Sean to the hospital. We got Hannah in the house. What's up, Hannah? Thanks for joining us on this Saturday to talk some G.I. Joe. First, we're going to shill some products. Penguin, you mentioned Gungoth launching this Friday, Friday the 13th. It's been a long time coming. Still time to sign up on Indiegogo. Save $40 off our box set. Go sign up on Kickstarter if that's your platform of choice. I created a new trailer for the campaign. I can't remember if I played it or not. I don't think so. But here it is, guys. Here's the new Gungoth trailer. Check it out. there you have it, the new Gun Goth trailer, launching Friday, June 13th. I think we're going to go live at noon on Friday, launch on my channel. Me, Dex, Enrico, and Mark, we're going to hang out. We're going to stream. We're going to sketch, and we're going to give the sketches away to backers, random backers of the campaign. We'll probably stream for a couple hours, take a break, then come back maybe for another hour or two. And then later that night, I'll be on Michael Bancroft's channel promoting the book. So join us this coming Friday for a fun time. Also, Writhe in Pain Book 2 in demand on Indiegogo. And of course, the AMNX Action Figures. Go sign up on Indiegogo as well. We'll be launching at JoeFest. Before we get into the Sergeant Slaughter talk, I wanted to share something. Gun Goth is practically done. When we launch, we're going to have a fully completed book. I'm already finishing up all the details on my next book. After that, that's Universal's initiative. I have the Don Edwards putting together the book for me. He sent me over one of the covers. I don't think it's final. I have some tweaks I want to make on it, but I wanted to share it, get you guys excited for Universals. I'm really excited for it. It's been like a decade in the making. Finally going to get to share this book with people. But check out the Joe Bennett cover with the trade dress. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, this was inked by Shelby Robertson. I don't know. I think Joe's he may be my favorite artist in comics right now. My artist on Savage Hawkman at DC is killing it right now with everything he's doing. This cover is absolutely beautiful. Inked by Shelby Robertson. I own the original. This is gorgeous. Colors by Dan Kemp. But the Don, he added the logo at the top. I like how he placed it behind the hand of the character. And then we scroll down to the bottom. We get that Haunted Pizza logo. And then all the credits. Mark Poulton, Chase Poulton. Excited to be working with my son again. This is our first book together since Pizza Tree, the award-winning Pizza Tree. So I'm excited to be collaborating with him again. John Malin, 50 pages from John on this book, interiors. And then Dan Dahl helped out with some interiors as well. We got Chris Graves, Don Edwards, Anthony George on colors. And then Dexter Weeks lettering my book. Dex letters all my books these days. So just wanted to share. I think the cover looks great. I'm really excited for this book. I'm excited for all my books, but Universal's holds a close spot just for how long it's been in development. Also, we got AMNX Action Figures coming, and I've been working on the thumbnails for the campaign page. I thought we'd share the thumbnails, show everything we're offering in the campaign. Let's take a look real quick, and then we'll get into the Sergeant Slaughter talk. This will probably be a shorter stream because I got some errands to run, and the events of today threw me a little behind. By the way, we got people watching on X, YouTube, Facebook. If you're new to the channel, go hit subscribe, hit notifications. We're here usually Saturdays talking G.I. Joe. Tomorrow we'll be talking horror movies. We're talking the Mariel Hemingway, Michael Pare werewolf movie, Bad Moon. I watched it last night. And then Wednesdays we're talking comics and pop culture. I think this Wednesday we'll do a Gun Goth AMA. Ask us anything about the book. We'll talk about it. But here we go. We got the preview comic, which it's actually in hand now. It's been delivered. Turned out great. You can get the preview comic. If you can't attend JoeFest, we'll have it in the campaign. You can purchase it, and that'll ship out right away. Then we got the standard comic book. That's the full-size issue with the awesome regular cover. And then we have a variant cover featuring U.S. Assassin in his Arctic gear by Mike McMahon. Then we get into the figures. We got that Jungle Tiger U.S. Assassin figure. Maybe my favorite. I love it. You know, it's our version of Tiger Force. And I don't know. I love it in the green and yellow camo. Looks so awesome. Then we got the Winter Ops U.S. Assassin. This is near and dear to me. My very first G.I. Joe figure was Snow Job. So I always had an affinity towards the Arctic troopers. So to have an Arctic U.S. Assassin is awesome. I'm excited for it. And then the standard in the classic patriotic costume. Man, this figure, the prototype is down in my toy room in a display case. The figure's amazing. I'll have the prototype at JoeFest. But yeah, these figures just turned out so nice. You know, hopefully we can get this funded and get the figures out into people's hands. I think they'll really love them. And then we also have the American Ninja X figures in his Jungle Tiger. I love this. This is amazing. This Jungle Tiger version. I love the tiger stripes and like the white belly. Very cool. This just turned out fantastic. And then the Shattered Glass. I believe this is some sort of Transformers homage. I'm not sure, but that looks amazing as well. And then you got the standard patriotic costume with the black, red, white, and blue. Turned out great. But yeah, these go live June 20th. We'll be at JoeFest promoting it. Patrick and I are doing a panel there. Looking forward to it. And I'm just looking forward to checking out another state, 2 states actually, because Augusta is so close to South Carolina. My Airbnb's in South Carolina, conventions in Georgia. So it'll be a fun time. I'll check off 2 more states that I've visited. All right, guys, let's get into some Sergeant Slaughter talk. Sergeant Slaughter, drill instructor of G.I. Joe. But before that, he was a professional wrestling superstar. We talked about it before. Most people knew him from the WWF at the time, with his feud with the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Hasbro approached him to be part of G.I. Joe. They wanted to license his character. Vince McMahon said, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't sign with Hasbro. And if you do, you can't be part of WWE." Sergeant Slaughter made the correct decision, and he signed with Hasbro, left WWE. He went on to sign with the AWA. He was their U.S. champion there. And I think this is a decision that made him more popular than ever. I'm sure it made him way more money too. But he became a character in G.I. Joe, starting with the cartoon, and then in the comic book, his first appearance, G.I. Joe number 48. But I don't know if you've ever seen Sergeant Slaughter at a convention. The guy gets it. He knows, he understands the collectors out there. If you go to his booth, he'll have his figures for sale. He'll have a stack of G.I. Joe 48s with his first appearance available for sale that'll sign. He even has a package where you get a photo op with him, and a challenge coin, a special Sergeant Slaughter challenge coin. So he gets it. He knows his audience. I met him last summer at San Diego Comic-Con. I think I have. Do I have my figure somewhere? Maybe. He's somewhere. Where's my Sarge at? Oh, here we go. At the time, I did not have. Well, at the time, the only classified figure available was the one that didn't have a window because Hasbro was doing like the all cardboard boxes, and I hated them. I don't own many of them. I just own the one Kamakura, I guess. Yeah, signed by Josh Blaylock because he created the character. But yeah, I didn't want to get that that Hasbro signed by Sergeant Slaughter, so I got the Action Force because it had the window, and it looks awesome. Those old school wrestlers, they all have beautiful signatures. Today's wrestlers are just like they might as well be an X. But old school wrestlers took pride in their signatures, probably because they didn't have to sign as many as like current day guys. But yeah, awesome meeting him. You know, he was introduced into the comic book series, issue 48. He was more prevalent in the cartoon than the comic book series. I don't know if that was a choice by Larry Hama or what, but he didn't really, other than that first appearance, I don't really remember him popping up much in the comic book series. He also appears in the Action Force comic book series, but it would be G.I. Joe where he got his first action figure. He was supposed to be part of the WWE LJN line, those big rubber wrestling guys back in the early 80s. But when he left the company, that was scrapped. There actually is some prototypes of that figure that exist. But he didn't get his first figure until he signed with G.I. Joe. I found the wrestling figure database. They have, I wouldn't say all of them, but pretty close to all of his figures listed here. This one right here, his very first one, the 3 3/4 inch figure. That was a mail away figure. You saved your flag points when you bought G.I. Joe. On the back, they had like a little flag worth 1 point. If you bought like a vehicle, that was worth like 2 or more points. And you saved them up and you could get cool stuff. That's how I got like my Hooded Cobra Commander. I think that's how I got my Duke figure. They had like all these cool things. And that's how you could get Sergeant Slaughter, your first Sergeant Slaughter figure. You saved up your flag points, you mailed them in, and you got Sergeant Slaughter. So it's crazy that, a wrestling legend like him, his first figure was actually a G.I. Joe figure. And then they would make more versions of him. His next one came with the Slaughter, the Triple T vehicle. And he came with that. And then what do we got here? We got like some, we got like a Mexican version of Sergeant Slaughter. And then this is like a weird bootleg. It's actually a pretty cool looking figure, if I'm going to be honest. But this is a bootleg. This is a 1986 Select G.I. Joe bootleg knockoff Safubi Sergeant Slaughter. Wow. That's really cool. Continuing, he came again with another vehicle, and this was the G.I. Joe Warthog driver. This was the third version of Sergeant Slaughter available. And then, of course, the Slaughter's Marauders. Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, and there's the you can see the flag points right there that I'm talking about. You could save them and get all sorts of cool stuff from G.I. Joe. Now, his first WWE figure, I don't know if this is really a figure, though. He came with the Wrestling Superstar Shootout game. It was like a little tabletop hockey game. And there was a Sergeant Slaughter figure. This is when he went back to the company, re-signed with WWE after they realized they made a huge mistake. And he's one of the players on the game. So you can have Sergeant Slaughter. Same with this mini Hasbro Royal Rumble wrestling ring. There's a mini Sergeant Slaughter that comes on a little base. But then he actually does get a Hasbro figure, and this is his first legit wrestling figure. The Hasbro, which it is a awesome looking figure. It really holds up. And then back to GI Joe. The international GI Joes were made by Fun School. Same with the Hasbros. The Hasbros were the WWE figures were made by Fun School, and this is really just a cheaper version, the same mold, but in here he's called Sergeant Smasher. I don't know if they no longer had the rights to Sergeant Slaughter at this point, but he's called Sergeant Smasher. He wouldn't get another wrestling figure until 1998, and that's where he is Commissioner Slaughter. I don't know if you guys were following wrestling back then, but he was like feuding with DX because he was the authority figure, and Sean and Hunter would put on like masks that have a shield with windshield wipers because he would always spit when he talked and chewed them out. But then we got a legit figure in 2004 with the Jakks Pacific's Classic Superstar. We get, classic Sergeant Slaughter in his traditional wrestling gear. Bunch of, Jakks figures of Sergeant Slaughter. This is a 2-pack with the Legend Killer Randy Orton. Then we get heel Sergeant Slaughter, Rule Breaker. This is when he turns on his country. These are different versions of it. And then you get an exclusive Toy Fair Sergeant Slaughter with the red, white, and blue stars. So we're in a phase now. Now that Jakks is around, we're getting a lot of GI Joes, and we're getting exclusives from like the JoeFest convention. We're getting a 2-pack with the Iron Sheik. We got this little deluxe Build and Brawl Series 6 Sergeant Slaughter. More superstars. And more G.I. Joes. We got a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Sergeant Slaughter in black tank top. And then there's a variant where he's wearing the USA tank top, like his original figure. And then 2010 is when Mattel got the WWE license, and they started off right away making Legends figures, and you get like old school Sergeant Slaughter in the white tank top and blue pants. That's a better look at it, and you're just going to get a wave of Sergeant Slaughters now that he's back in the WWE with that Legends deal. You got some Squinkies. You got the Hall of Fame Sergeant Slaughter. Looking great. You even got the Creo is like an off-brand Lego, but they had the G.I. Joe license, and they made Sergeant Slaughter with the Triple T. And then you got some teeny mates. You got a Funko Mystery Mini. You got Sergeant Slaughter in the basic Mattel line. More teeny mates. They're kind of like Squinkies. You got the Rule Breaker heel. I turned on my country Sergeant Slaughter. You even got a Sergeant Slaughter muscle guy. Funko Pop. He was part of the Masters of the Universe WWE mashup. So he has a Masters of the Universe figure. And there's that Action Force Sergeant Slaughter that I was talking about. You get another Rule Breaker. I turned on my country Sergeant Slaughter. This one's real nice. This is the Ultimate Sergeant Slaughter. This was available at there's some woman in a white dress walking across my yard. I don't know what's going on there. We got a G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter Funko Pop. I didn't know about that one. That's awesome. And then Action Force, they made a Sergeant Slammer. I guess that's a nod to the Sergeant Smasher that Fun School put out. Very cool. All sorts of stuff. This is the G.I. Joe Classified I was talking about that doesn't have the window. I hated this era of classifieds. This era of action figures, man, when they were, trying to, when they cared about the environment. Let's see what else is going on. We got some Major Bendis figures. These were really sweet. This is like the legit best G.I. Joe Classified. This most recent one where he's part of, it's not Slaughter's Marauders, it's the Mad Marauders. I wonder why the name change. Maybe in case they do lose the Sergeant Slaughter license and they want to keep that going. But this is Mad Marauders edition. Comes with the boxing gloves because Big Boa came out around this time too. You got the Sergeant Slaughter Big Rubber Guy. And then the variant as well. Another Bendy. This is upcoming Asylum All-Stars. This is done like the old Remco AWA figures. This one's very interesting. Cops Ultimate Warrior Collection Sergeant Slaughter. This looks like a bootleg. I'm going to have to try to track that down. And then there's a bunch coming soon figures. But, man, Sergeant Slaughter took him a long time to get his first figure. But now we're living in the golden era of Sergeant Slaughter action figures. So many of them to choose from. Very cool. And, I was a huge, I was a wrestling fan before I was a G.I. Joe fan. But I did discover G.I. Joe before Sergeant Slaughter joined, but having him join just made it even cooler. And that's what I tried to do with U.S. Assassin by having the mercenary Flip Gordon, licensing his character and having him be a part of the team. And now with Roddy Piper with Volume 4. Oh, news update on U.S. Assassin Volume 4. I got a notice from Mixum, and originally they weren't going to come until Friday the 13th. What a Friday that's going to be with the Gun Goth launch. The books were supposed to arrive. No, now they're coming June 10th. So in 3 days, Volume 4 should be here. We'll start fulfilling that. In between fulfilling Graveyard Shift Volume 5, I got like 40 packages done this morning. We'll do more this weekend. I think we're somewhere in like the 400 number for how many books that have to be fulfilled yet for the main Graveyard Shift 5 campaign. I know people like sending me emails. Have you sent my package out yet? You'll get an email when it's sent, guys. Make sure to check your spam folders as well. I think that's going to do it for this week. It's always hard to do a stream when you're by yourself. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow for the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club. We're talking Bad Moon, movie starring Mariel Hemingway, Michael Pare. Awesome early 90s vampire movie based on a book called Thor. The book sounded really amazing because it's through the dog's perspective. So this movie, this was a lot better than I thought it would be. So join us tomorrow. We're going to talk about it. And then we'll be back Wednesday talking all things Gun Goth. And then Friday, June 13th, Friday the 13th, we're launching Gun Goth at noon. We're going to talk all about it. That woman in white is still in my yard. I don't know what's going on. Is she getting married? I see her surrounded by other people. They're holding like a bouquet of flowers. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, guys, that'll do it. I'm going to go hang out with my son, check on Sean, make sure he's okay. Thoughts and prayers to Sean, guys. Let him know. Know how you could let him know you care? Go back type 1. Don't be a bum. Back type 1. I think he only has like 5 or less pages left. So go check that out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Penguin, hope you enjoyed the Comic-Con. Hannah, thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you guys next time on the Dreadnok Happy Hour. Thanks for watching.